There he is, looking super bad. I am your super funky hero. And this is Chocolate Mountain Sports. And what will be a sports day without popping one? So drink them if you got them. Smoke them if you want them. We are Alaskan Amber Ale. Look at that ale color caramel of goodness. So we got the NCAA games coming on. Michigan plays later, Gonzaga, and this I have to have both teams make it through, or I am through. But won a little money yesterday, lost on Oklahoma State with the points. I did like a 4-page breakdown of King Kong. I won on the under, though. I lost on Oregon State, but I won on the under. And then Baylor, both. And Baylor was under as well. Let me get the points here. Over. Baylor was... Okay, so Baylor was over. No, Baylor, over because it was 153. So I knew one of these games had to be over. So I won. I won on the over on the Oregon State. I won because I called under there, and I got the over on the 149 because the score was 81-72. So, looked like the TV went off and everything. Oh, and I want to welcome the person that watches me. I know there's one person that's out there that works for YouTube. It's funny that you get the notification, but some of my other people don't get the notification. So that's interesting. So welcome, person. This job is to watch me. Welcome. Because somebody just dropped off. Hey, Lorenzo. What's up? I'm turning in from the plantation job. I understand. I overstand. I definitely overstand. So person that, your job is to watch me. You watched a lot of shows. So thank you. I know the person that watched me for the other show. Hey, Charlie Murphy, 19. 19 is my favorite number, baby. So I am going to do a Godzilla spoiler. Now, first, I'm going to read what I put on. You got the notification. Okay, Lorenzo. But I know the person that watches me did too. So tonight we've got Gonzaga. And Gonzaga is, I did this yesterday, 9.5 points, -9 from Gonzaga. The over and under is 155. We have Michigan and 136 as I'm going to say Gonzaga. I'm going to say over. I say Gonzaga covers with the -9. I'm taking Gonzaga, taking the -9, and I'm taking the over. And then on Michigan, I'm taking over. And usually I see this as a double over. I see Michigan covering as well. I was just telling somebody else, Suggs that plays for Gonzaga, I just met one of his family members. I teased this dude because our beer shop is called Viking Liquor. So I see him get out, and I was like, he's going to be a little ahead of me. But then I saw his door open, and his daughter got out his car, and she went in because, they give candy to children. And so as we were walking in the store together, I said, now you see that say Viking Liquor, and he started laughing. And we knew a few of the same people. And he said that Suggs is one of his fans. He was a Suggs. And there's, I guess, a George Suggs that hoops somewhere too. Yeah, Gonzaga and Michigan cover. That's what I got. I got Gonzaga and Michigan both cover. And so I got them both over as well. I got them because at Michigan, I especially see that being over. So, just really 80-80 wins the game, wins the over. I see that. And just like we had the over for Baylor, we had a 72-81. I see a very similar score there. Now, that one was 153. And you see here, the Zags is 155. So if 75-85 is over, or both teams score over, I think they're going to do that. I think Michigan is going to get at least 80 points. I think UCLA will be around 75. So, again, I look at this 153, and then I also look at the 128 over there, and I'm thinking, I think both games are going to go over tonight. So we'll see. So those of you that don't want the spoiler for King Kong, you might want to turn because I'm doing the King Kong spoiler. I'll tell you this, though. The sound is magnificent. The colors are magnificent. So it's worth it. I'm going to the movie. I mean, it's on for free if you got Max. Hey, Marcus. So if you got Max, you can watch it for free. But I'm going to theater to see that because the colors are outstanding. I want to go see the colors in the movie. I got to call my girl too because we got dates this weekend. So got to work that out as well. Just found out my daughter's coming over. So I'm going to read first what I put on Facebook. Okay, it ain't there. And then I'll break it down a little further. Because it's a lot of mentals that's going into that movie. Okay, here we go. Very slow, very slow, very slow. Let's see if people trip. No, nobody trip. These people, they scared me on Facebook. I'll be giving them that fire. All right. So I'm going to read what I wrote. So King Kong versus Godzilla. Now, originally, Godzilla represented the American blacks who worshiped the European woman. It also represents the Europeans defeating nature. But the new movie has Kong as a kind of Darwinism versus the Ku Klux Klan or melanated people. Darwinism is also used in the Planet of the Apes, showing how Europeans were once inferior to the melanated people and conquered the earth. The fight scenes are 50-ish, but the colors and sounds are outstanding. Lumeria reference an inner earth, which is impossible to go because of the inner earth water, which they just completely ignore. But the machine tries to steal resources in the inner earth. They claim the document of discovery in the movie. They claim the document of discovery. She says, everything is for my dad owns everything down here. He owns everything. That's document of discovery. Oh, I died. Okay. But the machine tries to steal, claiming the Europeans now own inner Earth. Side note, the U.S. fleet is destroyed by Godzilla, which could mean the man in the high castle reference. Monster Zero is being drained by the machine. Mega Godzilla is slightly controlled like the Pacific Rim movies. They're not in the Mega Godzilla, but they've got a halo like where they're controlling the Mega Godzilla the same. In the end, Godzilla and the Darwinism Kong killed the Mega Godzilla or the me or the mine by working together, which might mean hope. So that is interesting. I have Godzilla, Michigan, -6, Hornets, Suns, Denver. I hope I hit big. Oh, you did a parlay. Okay. Hey, James, thank you for joining me. Marcus the Great, thank you for joining me. Yeah, I've got both to cover because what I took here, DraftKings -9. They giving Gonzaga -9, and then I've got Michigan +7.5. You got it at 6.4. I actually got it at +7.5. So that's what I bet last night. So, and I got them both over. I'm going both over. Now let me get into the meat and potatoes of the movie. So Ku Klux Klan is basically the dragon being that the Omen, even the Omen like Ku Klux Klan, the Omen also like the Shock. That's the rain god. But it was also both consciousness. You kind of use both consciousness because when you see the Omen holding his bag, his consciousness comes out as Ku Klux Klan. So that's consciousness, Kundalini is the same thing. And so that's what actually we have in play. But this is the thing this is the stupid part of the movie. King Kong is only supposed to be 15 feet. Godzilla is supposed to be 500 feet. So I don't know if they shrunk one and made one bigger. It looks like they shrunk Godzilla. But then again, Godzilla is standing up in the ocean. So Kong seems to be not quite. Well, no, they both stand up, I think, at one point. But Kong is a little littler. So it looks like Godzilla is maybe 300 feet and Kong is about 250 feet. So I don't know. But the Darwinism is heavy of them, being the nature, them being the nature, the monkey man that turns into superior humans. That is all over this movie. And it would never be a movie without the me or the mine. Because another one, check this out. They take an elevator and the elevator lands at floor 33. Hey, Jeffrey, thank you for joining me. Zagapa. Thank you. Peace to you, brother. Very kind words. Skull crawlers. They use the Antarctica to say the inner Earth. I can't think of the name that was on What's My Line. He wasn't Cook. Cook was the one that got wiped out in Hawaii. But this is another dude that said that he saw the inner Earth by going there. Again, when they've dug down, they find nothing but water. Now they'd have to change their shit to say there's an ocean down there. So they switched the love of the ape for the girl. They switched that to a young child that is melanated, more of a Polynesian kind of little girl, but she can sign and Kong can sign. Remember the gorilla that just died recently? They could sign and stuff. They put that dynamic together. And then she has a totem. She has a voodoo doll or a talisman, Kong. So it's almost some ways you look at like the talisman she kind of controls. Because when he like yells at her and shit, she raises that motherfucker up like, I'm on your side. So, and she can communicate with him. And then they put Kong in the Antarctic. Now, I don't care how big he is, because this movie, he appears to be maybe, he's not 300 feet. This mug looks to be about 45 feet in the air. He's not that big, because he shrinks during the movie. Like in the oceans, he's a little bigger, but on land, he's smaller. And then so is Godzilla. So, but how can a monkey survive in the Antarctic? I don't care how big he is, his nuts would freeze. So that was kind of funny. He's just kind of cold. And then they think they could take the machines again. No water when they go to inner Earth. No water. They almost put it like they go through a dimension. Hey, strong discernment. I think so. I think Michigan is going to pull through. Hey, Sean. What on Justice League Snyder cut? I am 2 hours through, but the storytelling is very good. I like the storytelling in Justice League. I like the character development, the full character development. I skipped over to about that last half hour, and they showed that the Joker and the dynamic of Batman having to get along. So I watched the end because when I went back into the movie, I wasn't sure. But so I watched the last end and how Batman has the desert Batman outfit on. So I saw the end where he had to work with the Joker. The Joker did something interesting. You talk about cards. Joker gave him the card and said, when you tear that card up, that's when our truce is over. I thought that was very interesting. I thought that part was very interesting. And good writing. Good writing. So that was funny. Again, the Lost Fleet could be showing our fleet loses to China, because a lot of rhetoric we're getting now. And did y'all check out today what Falling Up the Stairs Joey did? He gave American Asians in this country 50 million. 50 million. Now look up the number of Asians in America, and it's, no disrespect to anybody, but I'm just saying this seems like all this propaganda led to a money grab. And again, no disrespect to anybody, but that's what it seems like it's about, a money grab. I mean, we have so much in the inner city. I've said this before. The Jewish faith people got an average of 58 million per person. That is how much money they got in this COVID. There's only 8 million Jewish faith people there. And the monies we gave them, Obama gave them money, billions for 10 years. Trump gave them more. So I'm like, you giving everybody $1,400. Matter of fact, you haven't even paid the SSI people yet. And so this is an interesting dynamic. They definitely changed the size of Kong. Hey, Barbara, I'm on the patio. There you go, Barbara. Told you it was good, but the nightmare scene in Justice League. Okay. I haven't like I said, I've watched, this movie's long as hell. It's 4 hours long. I watched about 2 hours and 25 minutes of it. King Kong was only 1 hour and 45 minutes. But when they go to Middle Earth, they make it seem like they're going through a different dimension. It's like, okay, if y'all watch Interstellar, and remember they said Metatron saved him, they kind of show some shit like that. Interstellar shit, when Kong, he just kind of goes through it. They are able to say that the me or the my, the machine can take you through it, and you see a kind of interstellar reaction. Another one is when they get on inner Earth, Kong kills these animals and he eats the brains, almost a zombie-like. You know, zombies always want to eat the brains. That's what Kong does. But machines really wouldn't work in Inner Earth. Plus, again, the water. They used anti-gravity machines. They talked about a sacrifice pit. Again, Megamod Godzilla, controlled like Pacific Rim. Monster Zero, they're taking and ciphering his DNA. What is it? Self-creating. So they're creating DNA that's self-creating pathways. So that's what they're taking from Monster Zero. The three-headed monster, again, I think they're taking things from him. And then Godzilla gets an energy axe, like almost Tesla energy axe. And then he's able to stick it into the Inner Earth. And again, the me or the my send these little spider robots and they start sucking up. And this is the point where the girl says her father owns it all, which she claims documented discovery. Right now, with them landers on Mars, they're claiming the same shit, which I don't believe anything is on Mars, but already by putting things on Mars, they're saying they own it. They're still using the document of discovery to own Mars. Make that clear. If there's anything there, be it bugs or anything, they claim that if they go there, they own it because of the Jewish faith people disguised as the Catholic Church. So that is the document of discovery. They're using that. So if say they aren't lying and they really did go there, that's what they're using to say they own it, which is wrong and wicked. I can't wait to see Dark Shield and his family. I want to see opinions on him. He's Space Lucifer. Thanos didn't have shit on the dark side at all. Was to enslave everybody. They cut Kong. Hey, Dread, thank you for joining me. Same to you. Very kind words. Everyone knows Kong is the monster. If anything, is the tie between them. And so, one thing interesting, though, they killed a daughter, which surprised me. So the daughter that proclaims her father owns it all, Kong kills her, which surprised me. But it's, again, a story about the me or the my. I call it the crystal axe. You'll see that. The fighting scenes are very, what was the early Megaloman or something like that? Very 50-ish. However, they throw the 50-ish fight scenes. But it's interesting. They go through Chinatown. They don't tear up Chinatown. It's kind of interesting. They go more in inner San Francisco. But you see the signs, again, with the thing about that everybody is going through, saying the attacks on them. That is interesting. That is interesting. But at the end, you have the melanated Kublai Khan, and then you have the European Kong, Planet of the Ape Man, fighting together to beat the me or the my. They fight together to beat the me or the my as a monster. And the monster had to copy Kong. So if you get that dynamic. So really it's hope for man. That's what I get out of it. It's hope for man. It really is hope for man. So that is kind of interesting. And I hope it doesn't spoil anybody. Again, if you have Cinemax, you get it free. I would say if you got the bomb TV and the bomb sound system, go for it. But if like my TV ain't the bomb, my TV is a 16. I think I bought it a 17, but it's still a 16. And it's worth the colors, it's worth the sound. If you like those movies as a young person, you'll like this. It didn't really get boring. The boring parts that you see gets into the technicality of it all. And we have the dude from ATL, the heavy set dude, that's the rapper on ATL. He's like the YouTube person in the movie. So that's my Godzilla spoiler. It's worth the watch. It is definitely worth the watch. I'm not a big movie person, but it was a good movie. There we go. So again, I don't mean to offend anybody. It's not my purpose. But I'm saying when you see psyops going and then you see money put out there, like money's going to solve all the problems. Again, when they put about the people killed in Atlanta, they don't say about the 2 Europeans and the Mexican brother that got killed. So it is not any, like here, ain't nobody messing with the Hmong. Ain't nobody messing with the Vietnamese. Do you know how strong they are here? It's 500,000 Hmong in Minneapolis. No cap. They brought 250,000 in 71 or 72. And now it's it's more of them than there are American Indians or black people. Way more. We're only about 300,000. We're only about 6-7% out of 3.1 million. But what they say is, and what I've been hearing is, if this sucker gets off, 1 million people are going to bum rush Minneapolis. That's the word on the street. You have all kind, even Europeans. Everybody say they going downtown if he gets off. So that's going to be interesting because it's only one National Guard unit down there, and they're anticipating millions. That is the word. And I'm not a Black Lives Follower member, but I listen to this shit, and it's going to be like the day of that. They're saying he's supposed to. The streets are going to fill up the day of the verdict. Downtown Minneapolis is going to be impossible. I'm gonna start going down there because my man Sean is down there painting and shit. So I think I'm gonna do some reporting, see how I can start going down there because there's a bunch of motherfuckers going every day. So yeah, if he gets off, it's gonna be not just melanated people. It's gonna be everybody down there not pleased if he gets off. Because already they're trying to say that he was on fentanyl and he had a heart attack. It was all a plant, if it's real too, you got to look at that shit. So that's going to be interesting. So person that's watching me, I hope you aren't offended. I hope this doesn't go by the guidelines. But we know, because like when I first started my other channel, when it be one person, I would tape it or go live and it get taped, it'd always be that one person. So it's one person set to watch everybody. Why don't you say anything, one person that watches me? I am a painter too, brother, more on the abstract perspective. Well, my man is calling everybody down there to go downtown, my man Sean, and he's trying to get other artists to go down there. And I think next week I'm going to go down there as well, just to feel the temperature, maybe do a little, because I can't go live. I don't have 1,000, so I can't go live on my phone, but I can record. I didn't go down there before. I mean, I just didn't really feel like that was for me. When they had everything before. Hey, normalized, thank you. Darwinism, thank you. Those cops got off for beating the undercover cop in Missouri, so it's over. Okay, Zakaba, nope, you're learning something. Okay. Charlie Murphy, yeah, so I'll probably, can I be a moderator? You're not? I'm sorry. You're not a moderator? Oh, you know what? I would have to be. I'll tell you what. I'll come on tomorrow and I'll go on to YouTube. I can't moderate this, James. I would have to go into the YouTube. I'll go into YouTube tomorrow where I can make you a moderator. I'm sorry. Gonna get off because there never was a George Floyd. Make sure your fire insurance. I live way out. Damn, that would be awesome if I lived in the USA, but I lived in New Zealand. Oh, okay, brother. Man, you're gonna have to give me some of that Greenstone. Tell me how much. Go find me some Greenstone and give me your cash app, and I'll because Greenstone comes from New Zealand. Show me a picture of it, and then I'll pay you to ship it here. So if you could do that, yeah, Sean. My email is Eagles are one of them is eaglesarethe bomb@gmail.com. But if you can give me some of that Greenstone, I saw a dude that it was just he came into my crystal store. He had a piece about this big, about that fat. And he asked my crystal dude, because he was trying to do some laboratory. Laboratory is polishing the rocks and shit. And he was like, he couldn't do it. And I would have gave this other place, but I don't mess with them. So I didn't tell him, because there's only one place in town that'll do it. But I don't mess with them. They cheated me out of a couple $100 when I worked for them. So I was like, I ain't giving them no props. My Greenstone, I don't think I carry a piece. Let me see. Maybe. Let me see. I don't think I carry Greenstone, though. I think it's in the other room. I'm pretty sure it is. Let's see if I carry a piece. Because it's pretty common in New Zealand. But beside Motivite, Greenstone is the oldest rock. Greenstone was never a living thing like Motivite, or excuse me, like Sugite. Let me see. No, I don't carry Greenstone. I thought I used to, but I don't. No, I don't carry Greenstone. It's in my bedroom. I have to bust it out tomorrow. But I carry a lot of healing stones in here. And my son is asleep, so I know he ain't going to get it for me. These rocks get heavy, though. Carry them in my pocket. I keep the other one just for the balance. Oh, haha. I look for local store, brother. I get it from the Mari store, so no need to pay back, as buying Greenstones is only for gifts for close people. Oh, wow, that's deep. That's deep. But yeah, I only have a piece like so big. Heaven and Earth had it. It's a small piece. I ain't even got nothing that small. It's just a little small piece that I have, but it's powerful. It's very powerful. But yeah, let me know, or I can send you something too. For the people who have close ties, good friends, that's wonderful, Sean. That is wonderful. Can I make the NBA? Where are you at, Caden? Where are you at? You'd have to tell me, because the key is you got to be playing AAU. I know things, last year we was all down, but like once this high school season ends, you got to be in AAU to get ranked. So if your high school has a summer program, do that, but see if you can get on an AAU team. And then you'll be able to get ranked, and then you'll be able to see your reality. You'll see your reality. You're down in Texas. Oh, so yeah, just how tall are you? That's the other thing. If you are not Iverson-like, because Trey Jones was picked. He was picked. That dude tall as me. He played in the USA junior teams. So he was playing over in Europe on the junior USA teams. He was selected. Shotty Vaughn was 6'5", 6'6". Shawnee didn't get. Now they both made McDonald All-American. Trey and Shotty were both McDonald's All-American. Shotty went to UNLV. Trey went to Duke and won the championship. Shotty was right out of the lottery at the 15th pick. Trey Jones was the 32nd pick by the Timberwolves because of a trade. But Shotty's been out the league. I think this is his third or fourth year out of the league. And Shotty is only 25, and this is his fourth year out the league. So how tall are you would be the main thing. And if you're tall, you got to be able to shoot, and you got to be able to handle the ball. But the first thing is you should have been playing AAU ball your whole life. I mean, honestly, qualifier. But if that's depending on how old you are, you should have been playing your whole AAU since 5th grade, because this gets the attention of people when you play against national competition. Now, you in Texas, there's a lot of competition in Texas. So if you're holding your own in the state of Texas and notice like that, that would be great. But tell me how old you are. Thoughts on cyber security? We're talking about somebody that masters a certain area of the me or the mind. That's the real thing. And there's the me or the mind knows everything all at once. I mean, this whole illusion, it runs this whole illusion. Only the universe can't separate into multiverses. It is impossible. The universe only contracts. It expands and contracts. That's it. There ain't ever been no Big Bang or nothing. It's just for some reason the universe needs to expand and it needs to contract. Never a Big Bang. So then, therefore, there's nothing that can start multi-universes. There's nothing that can do that but a machine. So the machine that's on move, that's when we get the multi-universes. So the machine can get into everything. So if we looking like Hal, Hal could get into any system. Again, he could block anything trying to override it. I consider you as my brother anyway. Big blessing and thank you for the information. Oh, very kind words. Thank you, Sean. Those are very kind words. So Zakaba, it ain't really truly now. Well, I'll say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. If you got Bitcoin, you can get shit that they can't fuck with. Like that dude that they tried to take his 60 million. He telling them he can't get in it. What they got? Now they have his tools to get in it, but they can't get the dough. So if it's a way he had a back way to get in his dough, he could get his dough, but he stopped him from getting it. That's why the story about how they busted the dark web is some bull. Talking about this dude was so lax that he went to the same damn cafe and used it every day. I mean, like he's that laxed. So that's a BS story. The government's probably always had their hand in it. The government always hires the best and the brightest. They always do. The best and the brightest work for the government. So, But very kind words. Second woman took the shot twice and still got CD. That's crazy. I hadn't heard of that one. So, Caden, you got to tell me how tall you are, and then get AAU affiliated. That's the path. That's the path. And then because again, right now they giving $400,000 to play in the what is the CBA? Well, not CBA, the G League. They giving some people $400,000 just to go into the G League. I mean, as a bonus. They gave the one guy $400,000 as a bonus, plus a salary of $400,000. So they are starting to pay more. They are starting to let older dudes play. Now, last I knew, Shadi Vaughn was playing in Turkey, I think somebody told me. He's playing in one of the top leagues in Turkey. So he's still playing. And that's the thing. So long as you still playing, that's it. So there's a lot of avenues. Sadly, there's not a lot of avenues for football anymore. There's just not. Canadian football has always been 6 to 10 teams. Canadian football is talking about bringing the teams down and playing in the XFL, I think. So Canadian football has always been very limited because there's a limited amount of teams. But we know that the NFL trades with the Canadian teams. They've always done that. The first brother to play in Canada was traded in the 50s. He signed a letter that said he couldn't play with any other NFL teams, but he was traded to Canada. And North Dallas 40, they kind of, in the book, they kind of talk about this too, a player shipped to Canada as burying his career. But people have great careers. Mike Jones is one of my partners that played. Him and Tim Williams both got drafted by the Vikings, I think, in '84. Mike ended up having a beautiful career in Canada. Got rich by playing in Canada. So thoughts on the vaccine? I am not going to talk about the vaccine because I think that's why they took me down before, telling my doctor's experience. I'm not going to take it because I take concentrics. And they're telling me if I take concentrics, they want me to not take it and get this other thing. Because I'll be 60 in a few months. So I am in line. They've been sending me shit. So I'm like figuring out I ain't got to see the doctors for a while. I'm kind of waiting for all this to blow over before I have to see my doctor. So I am not for it. My child that I have control of is not, nor is my 18-year-old. So that's how I feel. I'm not going to say more than that. Now, if you're the one there is one person watching that works for them. They've always been watching whatever group I'm put. Yeah. So I'm not going to go really deep into it because they seem to want to penalize people. Again, it was when I got taken off before, it was 3 days into Biden's presidency. I'm sure that had something to do with it because under Trump, no one was messing with me. My message has never changed. I never attack people. Ain't nobody I really have beef with. Hey, Jay, I saw you earlier. What's happening? So there's nobody I have beef with. I've never attacked anybody's work. Best rocks to have on your person. I always carry, to me, that Greenstone would be nice to carry too. Greenstone is very protective, but I carry this. I keep this near me almost all the time. This is the Royal Shungite. Sometimes I say it wrong, but this is the you can't fuck with me stone. Excuse me. So I always carry this, and I have a wand. When I carry my pouch, I always have a wand. I got a Shungite wand, and then I carry Sharite. I carry Sharite. Because what Sharite does is Sharite will make sure that the information you go after is the proper information for you. Hey, Mr. T Gaming. Hey, Tyrone. And I carry a combination of healing stones. Again, because we all need healing, not just protection. Oh, it fell out the bag. Or did it break the bag? Oh, it came out. Wow. So Canite, which is very protective, this is blue Canite, this is black. It grows away from itself. It's the only stone or mineral that grows away in every direction. So this was once in a necklace. It got pretty beat up. It's supposed to be in this bag in some kind of way. It's out of the bag. I got to put it back in the bag to protect it. Azurite, this cuts through ignorance. Tassovite, which helps keep love in my heart. This is a garnet, a red garnet. Again, very protective. The red fire. And the rest are zoolites, which heal. Natralite, this was once a wand. It broke, so I can carry a piece with me. Broke my heart when it broke out, really it broke my heart when it broke in two, but now I can carry a piece all the time. And the super one is petalite, the super zoolite. And then more pink petalites for love, softness, the softer zoolite. So the zoolites heal as well. So I carry this in the pouch. The Royal Crown little pouch, great for carrying these stones. In the summer, I don't carry these as much. Again, I'm not as heavy in the summer. So I just carry the two, but in the pouch, I have a bunch of other stones. Cat's eye is not a bad stone to carry. You got to really see if that stone is for you, though. You got to study up. Kyanite, though, you can't go by. This is another stone that will release energies. Selenite. Selenite is an all-purpose as well. Won't hold any negative energies. Shungite won't either. And very inexpensive. Very inexpensive. There's a piece in the window right there. Where's the other big piece? Oh, there it is. And again, hopefully this weekend I go to my crystal store and get this big pieces of this, and maybe I can send this off to folks. Just got to cut it up, get a saw, and cut them up. So selenite is a great all-purpose stone as well. Again, it won't hold. Oh, it's a hole in this bag. Okay, I got to get it a better bag. It's a hole in the bag. That's why it's not in the bag. Papa's got a brand new bag. Miss, hey, Rocky, thank you for joining me. Tyrone, thank you. I was greeted with a burp. Yes, Mr. T. Okay, good for you. I'm taller than me. When I was a teenager, I'm 5'2". Right now, and I'm Caden. Good for you. Does he say how tall he is? Hey, appliance repair. Thank you. I miss people. Okay, appliance repair. Thank you. Oh, appliance. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, he did get greeted. I am a teenager and I'm 6'3". Oh, okay. You're 6'3". Oh, then you're okay. As long as you work on your ball handling, don't make them play center. Work on your ball handling. Work on your jump shot. Work on your defense, getting around picks, not having to go around the picks, actually fighting through the picks. That's very important. You got to be at a D. And at 6'3", you're going to have to guard some dudes 6'5", 6'6". So working on your boxing out, have all your basic basketball skills, your basic fundamentals. Work on those. If you are not good at dribbling, work on it daily. Look up the Pistol Pete drills. Pistol Pete, everybody does the Pistol Pete drills. Look up his drills. Matter of fact, Pistol Pete drills was so effective, they used to make him go out before the games when he played at LSU and do all his ball handling drills. Pistol Pete's father used to make Pistol Pete drop. Pistol Pete would be in the back seat of a car and could dribble out the door. He'd have the window down, and his dad would drive up and down the street. He can control his dribble. Right hand, he'd do the same thing left hand while the car was going. The little bouncy balls, I talked about the super balls. A lot of people call them jack balls, but people can handle them. You get a ball so big and you learn how to handle that. So work on your fundamentals. Work on your fundamentals, work on your feet, and you should be playing AAU. If your season's over, you got to be playing AAU. That is just whatever you can play. Because up here, they have an alternate to AAU. Because they battled with AAU up here, so it was another league. It's a MIAA, I think it's called, or something like that. In Minnesota and Michigan, it was called AYBT. It was a league that was under AAU. So, it was full of women. I mean, girl teams I remember one day girls would play 5 games. Sometimes the guys would only play 2 or 3 games, maybe 4. It was times where it was that many teams where the girls was getting in 5 games. It was always more girl teams than it was boys teams. Some tournaments, it seemed like it was just girl tournaments. There would be so many young girls playing. But what I saw is young girls was getting burned out quicker because travel basketball 10 years ago for young girls was constant. Soon as the season over, these girls were constantly playing and traveling. I mean, it was nothing for a girl to play 100 games in the summer. I'm not capping at all. It was nothing for that to happen. But I was seeing that burnout in girls getting burned out. Because a lot of times by the time we got to the finals in Iowa or down in Indianapolis or up in Notre Dame, you could see the attitudes of the girls was different, where they was burned out. They wasn't caring because they played so much. So 6'3" is great size. Like my son is 6'5", 240. He just doesn't like hooping. He just never had the hand-eye. My 19-year-old about to be 20, he's 6'6", but he just never, for a minute he did, and then we moved out here, and my oldest son and my 20-year-old son are a lot alike. They was like, because you were good and loved sports doesn't mean I have to love and sports. And so that made him anti-sport. So he just didn't work on it. And it's like, no, they play baseball to a certain point, but you can't force them. That was my thing. I was like, I never wanted to force my children to do anything. It was like right now, my daughter's mother talking about she took some medication and she's starting to trip out. My daughter has Baton tonight, and if I take her car, it'll take me 20 minutes to take her. But it's like I would just have to sit in the parking lot because it's like another 20 minutes to come back. So it's about a 40-minute drive. In my car, it's about a half hour there and a half hour back. She hung up on me because she expects me to jump. She really does. I pick my daughter up from school every day. Matter of fact, we're going to the University of Michigan tomorrow she got a feeling she got to get in. So she expects me to jump every time she says jump. She expects me to jump. I am really good at rebounding and defense. Well, Caden, you on your way. You're on your way. Hey, Wayne, do you ref or for a living right now? Right now there is a call for refs, so I might. I've got to see because football, maybe. I might could do football, but basketball, I'm still kind of iffy. I don't know if I could turn and run yet. I'm kind of scared about that. I was considering playing in a Wednesday night league. There's a Wednesday night, like where guys, well, at least I could just go in there and run, but I'm still kind of, I know I've been doing a lot of walking and I'm getting some tendonitis in my repaired Achilles. So my body is kind of saying, take it easy. I got to get the sit down bike. But I really want an electric bike. They look so fun. So right now, no, I had to retire in 15 when I tore my Achilles and then they took the blood clot out of my calf. It took me a year to walk. Took me about a year to walk. So I thought about it. They do need refs, so I might do football. Don't know if I could do basketball. And volleyball, the tests are really hard. I don't think I could ever pass the volleyball test. Michigan, the tests were a lot easier. But here, the volleyball tests are stringent. I could do volleyball, but again, I don't think I could pass the written test. Just don't remember the rules that much. I know the rotations and everything, but just the written rules, the test is hard. And when I was still repping, first moved here, I tried the volleyball test and didn't pass it. Now here, you don't need to be certified to do everything but varsity. So you only need to be certified to do varsity. So perhaps, and there was an ad that said they want refs. So I'm thinking about it. Crystal book that I can recommend. Yeah, right here. If you can find the original one, she has another. Her name is Melody, but this is a great book. It doesn't have. If you can get the older version of this that has all the pictures. This one doesn't have the pictures, but this is a great book for the potential of crystals. Now you can always go with Judy Hall, but Judy Hall hits you with 3 or 4 books. So it's like she doesn't have one big book. Now Heaven and Earth has the Big Book of Stones, which is another one by Robert Simmons. That's another one. The Big Book of Stones, it has all the pictures in it. It has almost all the stones, all the possibilities. And they don't, because he invented Azurite, which everybody kind of gets on him about, and he kind of pushes it, but he is the #1 person for Motivite. So if you want Motivite, Heaven and Earth, yes, they're costly, but you're getting the real thing. Don't order Motivite from China. You're not going to get the real thing. So those are the 2 I recommend. Baby girl from Baylor got filed out at the end, but they say, hey, NCAA feels like UConn is going to get to boost their ratings by having them. They do. And then, you know, the story of the one girl that's been injured to transfer, she's been a big story too. What do you know? What do you now other than doing YouTube? Mr. T, what do I do? You talk about form runner, about getting your body where you want. Oh, you have to talk about to form runner. Okay. I know what you're talking about. I just, see, they talked me into getting a lot of damn shots in my hand, the cortisone, and I got shots, and like cortisone eats bone. And so my hip, both of my hips are deformed. You know how many physicals I had in my life? That's when I told this to my stepfather was like, wow, I've had so many physicals growing up in my life, and no one ever, I've been x-rayed multiple times, and they didn't find this out. And one time, my hip fell out. Now, you're talking about my hip, my right hip came out of place. And you're talking about one of the most paralyzing things that you can do. Oh, and one. Nope, they just filed him. So I don't know if all those issues can be overcome. So, yeah. But yeah, hey, Jason. So, you know, he's be a good person, but again, I'm about to be 60. So, you know, it's just, I walk, I shoot baskets. I shoot baskets on concrete, which is terrible, but it's available. So I shoot baskets. I try to do about 100. In the summer, I try to shoot 100 baskets every day. They were saying Rick Mount, when he was in his 50s, he was still shooting 1,000 shots a day. Now, that's another dude. If you want to study a perfect jump shot, study Rick Mount. Rick Mount is one time, I met the dude who coached Rick Mount. He was showing me how my jumper was a throw. But this guy was a great teacher. I imagine he's dead now. He was old when I met him. But Rick Mount is a great guy to watch his form. He has perfect form. You know. But it's all kind of dudes. Like you looked up Jamal Wilkes. Jamal Wilkes threw it over his head. He put it way up here and came, which, you know, he made it a shot. But actually, your shot should be an elbow. You want the perfect elbow. You want this. Not this, because children tend to put that elbow out and push it, and a lot of times that habit will stay with you. If you got a push shot, a lot of times you keep the push shot. Are winning, that's all they do is win. Yeah, that's true, Jeffrey. And so the game is on. I'll go for a little longer. So Gonzaga's up 5-0. I tell you what I'm gonna do too. When I telecast on games, I'm gonna tell the time. So if I see a basket manipulation shot, so people can go back, like when I called that ground touchdown on the Super Bowl, and this is the thing that bothers me. If I can see this play and call it, they gotta know. Yeah, see, that's Suggs that just scored at 1803. Suggs, I just met his cousin. at the store. He's a Suggs. And then there's another Suggs that plays in the league. But yeah, this is Suggs right here. He went to the same school as Master P in the 7-footer. That's the #1 recruit in the nation. That cat right there. I just met his cousin in line. I was teasing him because the store we go to is called Viking Liquor, and he had a Green Bay shirt on. I was like, you know, this is Viking Liquor. I have to take my glasses off to see. But that's what I do. People ask what I do all day. I mostly study all day. I mostly study or go to physical therapy. That's mostly what I do. I get my exercises in. I get my strengthening in. Like I have a football for my hands, you know, because my hands is another thing. You know, that's another problem. I drop stuff all the time. That's how I broke this phone. Like this phone was really fine for a year and a half. And then I dropped it and it busted the corner. I mean, I was in the house and I never got a screen protector. I just had, because this is actually 2 cases. Because they kept sending me the wrong damn screen protectors. They sent me 2. So this is 2 cases here. This is an individual case. I just put them together and I dropped it in the house and it hit. I got a little table right here. It hit this table, the bottom of it, to just crack it. And then my ex had gave me a thing to hold it in the car and it kept falling off that thing and busting. So I study all day. I read all day. I'm just about to finish up a book. So I read every day. People call me for counseling, consultations, relationships. I'm kind of good in all that. So, you know, I talk to about 15 to 20 people a day, ask for advice and stuff, you know. And so I give it. People call me, want readings, you know. I do readings and stuff too. I don't really publicize it that much, but I mostly just do it for my friends. So this is what I do all day. I have to pick my daughter up every day. So all my was Kobe's daddy nice? Oh my goodness. You got to look up Jellybean Bryant. He played on that championship team that lost to Bill Walton. He played nice. Now he wore 23. Why didn't Kobe wear 23? Kobe wore 8. But Jellybean Bryant wore 23. He's on that team. He was on that team that had Dr. J, George McGinnis. It's one, if you catch him on YouTube, it's one where he go baseline. I want to say he's on Jabbar or something. He just boom. Like you catch it, he's on the right side and he just goes baseline. I think he dunks on Jabbar. But if you can find that highlight is sweet of him. He spent most of his career. He played in the NBA. I don't know if he got pension money in the NBA. I don't know if he played that long. But I know he played in Europe. Like he played in the top leagues in Europe. See, it wasn't like dudes who they still thought had potential. They would put them in the top leagues over there. Israel. My one friend played in Panama. Is it Panama? Philippines. My one friend went to the Philippines. He let his visa and everything expire. He had to go through all this paperwork just to come back into America, but he just loved it over there. He was saying, he had a nice villa and just spent his career. Had another friend that went to A&T that played his whole career in Greece. Had a big villa living in freaking Greece. And all these people in their late 50s, early 60s, I'm talking about shit. Jellybean Bryant, shit, he probably in his 70s. He probably like Dr. J. Them cats is, they 60 in their 60s, late 60s, early 70s. I think Dr. J got me like Jabbar. Jabbar probably got me by 12, 13 years. What happened to him? Let me see what happened. Damn, he kind of like doubles. Damn, he took like 3 blows. That was kind of some dirty play. Watch this. He gets smacked on the head by 2 people. You see that? He got smacked by number 3 and he got smacked by number 4. One of them got to be a foul. Watch the first dude hit him. Boom, right in the elbow. He got caught with an elbow to the nose. Probably got a concussion. Oh, shit, he looking at his teeth. Look at his eyes. He got a concussion. Blood in his mouth, loosened his teeth up. Don't wipe it on your jersey. With all the cold and stuff, you wouldn't want somebody sticking his finger in his mouth that much. See how he walks? That'll show a concussion. And we're at the 1734 mark. I don't look like he got a concussion. Look like Moore's hit him in the mouth, loosed his tooth up. They can fix that. See if they take him in. Oh, they taking him in. He going to the locker room, so they're going to evaluate him for concussion. This dude they put in is good too, though. This 22 is good. Think he a little bigger dude too. But USC is big. Okay, they playing like a 3-2. And we're at the 1725 mark. It's really a matchup zone. Okay, see, it's really a matchup zone. He put that sauce on him, but all them big arms. Let's see if Suggs can hit. Shit, I used to play with one dude that every time he shot at jumpers, people yell layup. He was that good a shooter. No matter where he shot from, he would yell layup. Because everything to him was a layup. All right, what we say? So yeah, Jason, he could play. What did it say? So you're a life doctor, somewhat, Caden, somewhat a life doctor. People ask me about divorce. I give it to them. People ask me about should they stay at their wives or get divorced. I tell them the truth, what they gonna face. I'm like, you got to realize that you're gonna get visitation at a set amount of time, because a lot of times women be like fucked up over it. Say you met another chick and you left, women be funny about that stuff. And the court orders is like this for divorce. It's like this. You pick that child up at 5:30 on Friday, and you got to have that child back at 5:30 on Sunday. And some chicks be hard about it. They'll call the cops on you. Cops go see him. They'll show him the divorce decree. If You break it, you in contempt. You technically, they can arrest you for contempt because you breaking a court order. So some people keep it like the lies my first one did. I couldn't do nothing but text her. We had protective orders against each other. See, that's really what saved me. She put a protective order out of me. The next day, I put a protective order on her, and then my shit ended up winning. But it saved me because if I wouldn't have got one on her, I'd have been screwed. I really would have been screwed. But for a long time, I had to text her and say, I'm on the corner. I couldn't knock on her door or nothing. That is how screwed I was at first. But as time went on, I was able to win. So I get that kind of advice too, because it can be tough. Are you planning on watching Mortal Kombat on HBO? Yeah. That ain't on the channel yet, though. Hey, PJ, thanks for joining me. Do you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier with Black? Yeah, I haven't yet, Jeffrey. I don't really watch a whole lot of TV. I watch money all day. That's another thing I do. I watch the stocks. Damn, I missed what happened to him. That's the ref. What happened to the ref? Somebody knocked the ref down? That's a doctor in the red shirt. She's a doctor. The way she rushed in there. Damn, let me see. What the hell did I miss? What happened to him? Shit, he down. What happened to him? Okay, we at 15:55. What happened to the ref? At 15:49, where's he at? He on the baseline. He's got to be baseline ref. Oh, shit, he fell out. Damn. Wow. He fell out. He ain't nobody happened or nothing. He just fell out. We are at the 15:54 mark. Whoa. And they bringing the stretcher. This motherfucker, I'm sorry to say that to him. It looks serious. You see they real right to commercial. Wow. At 15:54, they just noticed he was down and they got everybody's attention. Let's see. Ha! Man, that didn't look good, did it? Man, he was. Man, you see how quickly that you see that lady in the pink top? That was a doctor. She rushed down there. Let me see. He just fell. It's 15:54 mark. Whoa, and they brought the stretcher out to get him. But look at how he ain't moving, how his legs, and he just spread out. Wow, look how he's grabbing his arm trying to check his pulse. If you go to 15:44, you go to the 15:44 mark, yeah, this dude is holding his pulse. Ooh, and look at his feet. That does not look good at all. They're not showing if he's getting CPR, but that dude is holding him to check his pulse. Wonder if he had a heart attack. Yeah, you see him checking his pulse? Wow. Now they showing commercial, but they serious. When I saw that lady doctor running, I was like, oh my goodness, this is something serious. Right away. Look at him checking his pulse though. And look at the doctors, how the ref is touching his leg. He tried to see if he's alive. That's why he's touching his foot. That don't look good at all. He just fell out. I thought at first somebody hit him, but no. That is. Well, let's send some energy to this brother because it ain't looking too good for him. Wow, look at the ref sitting. I'm like super slow. Wow, not looking good. I should be recording this. I'll do a stream though, so I'll hit you back with the Michigan game. All right, see you. Man, guys, this ain't looking good for him. The ref is holding his foot and they're checking his pulse. Ain't nobody doing CPR though. Nobody's doing CPR and he's checking his pulse. And then they brought the stretcher. I might have to do a stream. I might have to do a show. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do a stream while I'm streaming. I'm going to do another stream, y'all. Am I still live? I think I'm still live. Oh, I'm going to do another stream. Let me see if it'll let me. It won't let me record. Why? Why can't I record? Oh, maybe let me see if I can record. Oh, okay. Must block me from streaming. Maybe I can do a short. Okay, they'll let me do a short. Here we go. Sorry to see this, but the brother just fell down, y'all. Wow. Nobody's giving him CPR or anything. Here we go. Okay. Sorry to see this. So I can just do a short because I'm streaming. They won't let me do a one. Okay. Okay, so I'll put that on. That's all they're going to let me do. Here we go. Do another short. Wow. Guys, he ain't hardly moving. They're checking his pulse, and he ain't moving. It don't even look like he's breathing. I'm doing a better short this time, guys. Wow. That's not looking good, guys. That is not looking good. Oh, shoot. All right, so y'all saw me uploading. He's moving now? You see him moving? They ain't doing CPR. I'm telling you, I got a super slow motion. The lady in red is just coming in. She's a doctor. No one's doing CPR. It does not look like he's breathing. I got it super slow motion. Okay, the doctor's checking his right-hand pulse. That lady in red is the doctor. She's checking his pulse. Oh, wait a minute. Is this? Oh, shit. This guy in blue, nobody's doing CPR. So he must be breathing, but it's hard to tell in the super slow motion. They're checking his pulse, though. What y'all saying? Weird. Okay, Dredd said he moving. I ain't seen him move, Dredd. His feet ain't moving. And I got it super slow, and he ain't moving. He ain't moved since he fell down. His feet are in the same position. Damn. And again, on the game, this is a 16. Let me rewind it some more. Let me go back. Okay, the coach, the trainer runs over to him at first. The trainer pushes on him. Okay, let's go slow motion from here. Oh, shit. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. Oh, shit. What did I do that for? Okay. Oh, shit. Now maybe I can get a slow motion. It's not slow motioning for me. Why? Okay, I think I got to go forward. All right, here we go. I'll get slow motion now. Okay, at 15:40, 44, they halt the game. He's down. The only person that reacts to him is the trainer for Gonzaga. The trainer for Gonzaga at 15:44 goes over to him. He's like this. He's like this. At this point, okay, the ref's calling people over. The ref's bringing people over. Damn. He ain't moving. He ain't moving. He's just laying there. Damn, there's still some energy to him, y'all. See anybody see anything different? Oh, he was up on the stretcher. Okay, let me go forward. Good. That's good to know. Maybe he just didn't eat or something. Oh, man, they highlighting. I'm glad he was up on the stretcher. I don't see that, though. Where? Okay, he gone. Okay, I see where he's highlighted. Okay, he's highlighted. They show him fall right there. Whoa! He hit his head too. Okay, I didn't see where they show him, but good. So they going two refs again. Remember, they've been doing that. They've been going 2 refs. He felt like he got shot. Shit, but you say you saw him? Yeah, the back of his head hit the floor. The walk. Oh, I missed that. He's moving. He's up. That was pretty weird. They let it kind of stuff. Weird. Yep, Jay. 24 walking towards the arena. It should be, yeah, nobody did CPR on him. He had to hit the back of his head. Got it live. He was up on the stretcher. Okay, I didn't see that. They didn't show that in my TV. Yeah, he went down. Yeah, I mean, he went boom. He had to hit his head. So we back into the game, 12:44. Suggs scored again. He had to have hit his head. There was no way he didn't hit his head. How long I've been going? I ain't going to go too long. Dang, he got pushed and they didn't call nothing. Yeah, he got fouled. Late call, but he definitely got fouled. Suggs is cooking. Suggs is cooking. Ooh, that was a sweet shot from the left side. I like that. That was cool. That was cool. Like he got possessed. Before they showed the fall, they showed him on the stretcher. Good, man. My TV didn't do it then. I did not have that angle. I rewinded. I did not see that. That's good, though. Good prayer for him. So they 2 refs down. Unless they all, okay, they must have, yeah, they had alternate. Because usually the crew chief is the alternate, usually. Oh, because of COVID, they have an extra one, too. That makes sense. But usually there's an alternate at the table. Whoa, that was sweet. He threw that left-handed. Man. And we do have the European 24. So it's not like, just like the Gatorade commercial, they show 24. Oh, but the Gatorade commercial, what's interesting about that, I think they show it's a native dude. The native dude being 24, because one of the top players, is that college or pro? Maybe I'm getting college and pro mixed up. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up. Because one of the top lacrosse players in the country is this native brother. And I was thinking when I saw the Gatorade commercial, that was him, but he might be pro. I think he's pro now. Yeah, Drew, Timmy, watch him spin on this dude and then go left. That was a foul, and they didn't call it. He kind of held him off with his arm, too. They ain't called foul, though. While this commercial, I am going to grab – no, I'm off Tuesday nights. Monday and Tuesday nights, I don't go. That's why I'm doing it now. I'll be on tomorrow night. But Monday and Tuesday nights, I don't come on late. I take these days off because just, staying up till 3 or 4 is hard. And I can't stay up late tonight. I got to be in the city at pretty early. I got to be at the city. My daughter's going to the dentist, so I got to go into the city tomorrow. So I'm going to be up at 7, 8 o'clock. She getting dropped off about 7. So whenever she get dropped off, that's when I'll be up. So I'll be up and showered and everything because I don't go nowhere. Like some people like taking their showers the night before. Not me. I'll take showers in the morning. Drink coffee, but then I have to like kind of ration the coffee because, coffee make you want to pee. I need to get me a to-go coffee. I might just get me a coffee cup to go too. I might drink a little coffee here, and then when I go to Quick Trip, buy me another coffee. That's probably what I'm going to do. Could it be 5G targeting, a test run? Could be. Could be, Jobin. Could be. Wouldn't surprise me if they did that. Wouldn't surprise me if they did that because I remember I got hit by a 5G beam, and it wiped me out. I mean, I was just like coming back from the doctor's office and riding because I had called an Uber. It was taking me back home. And man, something hit me like 35W. Well, no, 94. 94 going east-west. I was going back into merging into 35W, but near the stadium, and it hit me. And I told y'all before, I mean, this phone is 5G. And the fuck? Why does it do that? Oh, it sees my face. Did you see that shit? That shit was snapping. Wow, that shit was snapping. Did you see that shit snap? I got to look at the replay. That motherfucker snapped some pictures. But anyway, when I was at my mother's, this shit was 5G at my mother's. And I mean, what does it really do? Makes the movies. Watch the movie clear, but it's clear. But so I couldn't say that it worked any faster, but I just noticed when I was at my mother's, and my mother lives not in Minneapolis. She lives in one of the suburbs, but she lives in a high rise. And I was getting 5G at her house. I was like, oh shit. So I started playing with it. It is faster, but oh, this Daddy Manny. That's my man. I hate his dad, though. Ed Manning, I did not like Ed Manning. He was cheating. He was the cheatingest most dude. And Ed Manning, 6'8". He used to bring Danny in the gym when we lived in Greensboro. Danny won state 10th and 11th, I think. And Ed Manning used to come to the rec center and bring Danny. I hate Ed Manning. Ed Manning, I still hate you to this day. You cheat. But he's 6'8". Ed Manning's 6'8". He used to play with the Carolina Cougars. Ed played pro and Danny. And then the year before Danny's senior year. So Danny must have won. No, Danny must have won in Greensboro. He must have won it as a sophomore and a junior. Then his senior year, he moved to Kansas because Ed got a job with Larry Brown. And Larry, see, and this is what I was saying about lifetime relationships. Larry Brown and Ed Manning played with the Carolina Cougars together. So how these relationships. So when Larry Brown wanted Danny, his old friend Larry Brown gave him a job. And whenever Brown quit coaching for Kansas, so did Ed Manning. But he won a championship. He won a championship in the NCAA, and then he won later with the Pistons. But he played pro ball. You know, Larry Brown played pro ball, or whatever Brown's first name, I forget. But he played pro too. He played for the Buccaneers he played for the Buccaneers in New Orleans. He played with the Carolina Cougars, and he won a championship with the Oakland Oaks. Him and Doug Moe won a championship with the Oakland Oaks. I don't think Rick Barry was on that team, but he might have been. Yeah, Rick Barry, I think, was on that team as well. But he won a championship as a player, as a college coach, and he won a championship in the NBA with the Pistons, which they cheated for him. That's over the back, and they didn't call nothing. Yeah, I'm about to say. Very over the back. They're in the bonus. They ain't even in the bonus yet. We at the 10:26 mark, no bonus either team. They've only called a total of 6 fouls. They are letting them play. And remember the game the other night, we saw one team in the bonus at the 11-minute mark. So they're not calling nothing. With 6 total fouls, they're not calling anything. Suggs is killing them. Man, he got to have 10 by now. Out of their 27, I bet he got 10. That's a force. He forced that. That was basket manipulation. At 10:03, that's basket manipulation right there. Look at the 10:04 mark. Basket manipulation. That layup was off. And they brought that one in. I like this offense, though, against this matchup. You see that? At the 9:40, 45 mark, basket manipulation, they made his shot miss. His layup rolled out. That was basket manipulation too. At the 10:05 mark, look at the basket manipulation at the 10:05 mark. They made that layup miss. Why are they doing so much one-on-one? It's like they're not hardly running anything. There you go. K1001. He got fouled. They didn't call it. Good pass. Sweet. That was a good pass. This is Suggs' game tonight. Must be for Suggs. That was a nice dime. The other dude ain't came back on the floor. He must have had a concussion. What was he, number 22? That was a foul. They didn't call it. He slapped the shit out of his arm. Here goes. Oh, that's that number 3. That was a weak shot. That shot wasn't any good. Gather yourself and make a good shot. Good. You see how they curved that one in? At 840, basket manipulation at 840. You go to the 840 mark, you see basket manipulation. You saw the shot curved in. That shit went like this. Went up and curved in. That shot. But I called it. I called it. He was going to make it. I couldn't tell if that was manipulated or not. Might have been blocked. I wasn't looking. Missed it. Where's the 3 seconds? You know, it was a game on the other night where Grant Hill started counting 1,001, 1,002, and he stopped. It was 3 or 4 passes. I can't remember what team, but it was like they was in the lane at least 6, 7 seconds. Let me grab a beer. Let me grab another beer. Oh. How long have I been going? 1:15. Okay. Boom, missed. They're not calling any fouls, are they? Was it 3 and 4? They've called 7 fouls. Wow, that was an air ball. I like their offense. Look at the motion. There's 24. Okay, they call that's a first or second foul they've called on the shot. It is cold outside. It was 70 yesterday. It's 30 today. Love these cats wearing headbands. You know, I wore a headband when I was 5th grade. I gotta show that picture someday. When I was in 5th grade and I wore the 24 of Spencer Haywood, which is the Jackie Robinson. But Spencer Haywood was my man. And I kind of figured it won because I love Connie Hawkins and it was reverse. But Spencer Haywood was a dog. And Spencer Haywood was from Michigan. So, you know, we knew about Spencer Haywood in high school, him and Ralph Sampson at Pershing. When my homeboy is a Democrat, he gets mad at me, the shit I post, but I'm going to do a show about Pershing basketball and Detroit basketball in general. I'm going to get him to come on when he stopped being mad at me. I mean, people get so emotional. They get so freaking emotional. You know, that shit is jokes to me. When I talk about, I don't support, like I call Trump Uncle Imbecile. So I don't support either one of them. I say the flaws, but country was going in a different direction. And now we're seeing all these children being gathered up again. And under Obama, 1,500 children came missing. Ain't nobody ever mentioned what happened to them. Nobody talks about that anymore. So I can take these off. Yeah, that was funny. I knew Danny Manning from NBA 2K. He had a pretty good player. Okay, yeah, Danny's, but yeah, Ed was a big guy, and I used to battle with Ed, and I'm only 6 foot, but I can still kind of jump. Shout out to the Triad up from High Point. Okay, yeah. I always lived in the city. When I lived in Greensboro, I always lived in the city. I always lived near campus. Matter of fact, we lived in a duplex that is probably tore down, but it was right across the street from the tennis court at A&T. I forget I don't think that's Lee Street. I forget what street. Yeah, the ref fell out, Rocky. The ref fell out. Steve Nash even not talked about as a coach. He has strong discernment. He jumped over a lot of people. We'll be all over YouTube, Rocky. Check it out. Who collapsed? The ref. The ref collapsed. Yep. It looked very suspect. What is the late game? The late game is, Michigan, UCLA. Thanks, Trey. Thank you, Trey. Yep. My friend just called. He went to Michigan. He was a Michigan man. My sister graduated from Michigan, so it was funny. My sister graduated from Michigan, so all the Christmas gifts her 4 years was Michigan gear. And then my sister went to Georgetown, and every summer, my ex-wife's sister lived in D.C. So every summer we went to D.C., went going and shit, but we would pick up my sister while she went to Georgetown Law School. And so those Christmases that she was in Georgetown Law School, we always got Georgetown gear from her. So Bert Smith, the ref, 114. The score was 11-7. Wow, 11-4. Interesting. Bert Smith, interesting. Well, we look at power to Bert Smith. I'm glad he was up. Power to him. We watching power. Yep. Thank you, 17 Clipper. I went to NYSP every summer over there. Okay, Trey. Nice, nice, Trey. What did he get? 3 or 2 shots? I missed it. Now, UCLA, USC, excuse me, they close to bonus. But still, it ain't been a lot of calls. Nice pressing. Michigan did that the other night. It was kind of effective. And it ain't really to steal, it's to just slow down them in the shot clock. Oh, good rip. He fell on him. That should be a foul. He fell on him. Oh, that's the dude that got knocked out or got shaken up. He got him, though. Dude pushed him off. They ain't call that. Because when number 11 went for the ball, dude held him. Look, see that? He holding him off. That should be a foul on number 30. But I think they're going to call it on 11. Should be a foul on 30, though. 30 held him off. Yeah, see, that was a bad call. What did they call? They still showing USC with only, 4 fouls. Okay. Oh, well. But actually, that should have been on USC because you can't hold a player off when you go for the ball, and that's exactly what he did. And that's at the 11:50 mark. Go up. That was weak. Why go up such a weak shot? He looking at the ref like he got fouled. See, they're not calling anything. They're not calling anything. And that can hurt the smaller team. Look at this dude here, and look who guarded him. He's 6'10". That's why they doubled him. And he can handle the ball. Damn, I don't know if that was at 6:47. I don't know if that was manipulated. He did a jump hook, weird angle. He might have just missed. Okay, Suggs again. This is his night at 6:33. 6:33, number 1 scores. Iffy if that was a real shot, but this is his night. This is Suggs' night. Suggs got to have 13, 14 points. Look at the good defense he just did. See, that's why I was trying to tell Caden, don't go under the picks. Fight through them. And we just saw Suggs. He hit the 3, but he played good D. Shit, he feel it. He feeling it. Oh, there we go. They run that all the time at 6:03. They always run that back cut, or they run that deep baseline loop, which is really a back cut. Nobody has stopped that play yet. That is a nice play. Gonzaga runs a nice set. See if he can hit it. Damn. Did you see that shot at 5:46? Damn. Suggs is feeling it. Oh, he missed one. He shot it too quick. He shouldn't have shot it so quick. See, again, they're out man down. Look at the people. That was a foul. They ain't on the line. They'll be on the line next one, or at 7. See that back cut? They run that against everybody. See, catch on the elbow, wing cuts back. He got the Fu Manchu. That cat from the Panthers was wearing that. That cat only looked to be about 6'6". He don't really look to be that big. He got a 3 game. Him and 24 both have a 3 game. That's one of the brothers. Good pass. See, he's 6'10" too. They got 2. They got a big front line. They just skinny big. But they're long. And Gonzaga ain't long. But they got some dudes that can hoop. Sometimes height don't matter. You can hoop. That was a crazy shot. You see how he just threw it over his head? But that's part of his arsenal. 1-on-1. Okay, they gave it to him. Manipulated at 4:48. Manipulated shot at 4:48. That shot was manipulated. They're trying to keep him in the game. Why shoot that shot when you're winning? Why not wait till the clock? But see, that's another way they manipulate these games, quick shots. Why the quick shots when you're winning? Oh, there you go. He made that one. I don't think that was manipulated at 4:46. That looked just like a good shot. So all of them ain't manipulated. But, I mean, look at the tempo of play. You winning by 15, 16 points. Why are you shooting quick shots? Why? Okay, let's see if it's manipulated. No, it looked like he made it. I'm not saying that you can't make shots. Looked like he made it. There we go with the commercials. See that? What did Dr. Werling say or Westing say? You seeing it. Genetic survival. That's why you're seeing these videos. That's the PSYOP. Genetic survival. If they don't mate with melanated people, they will disappear. And that's, I'm not trying to, you'll be all over YouTube, Rocky. What is the late game? Yep. Okay, nobody. Okay, I'm up to everybody watching the game. Everybody watching the game with me. I'll watch the game till half. I'll give commentary until half. Then I'm gonna turn it off and sit up there, sit and watch it close. Because this chair ain't very comfortable. Plus, I got to call my girl. She's sitting there texting me like, "Call me." I remember that. I would take my boys. My boys are 15 months apart, and we had double high chairs. And like my one, City, you know, the one that's 6'5", 250, I would give him a chicken leg and a biscuit, and he was okay. My other son, Cameron, though, he was like this, and it's food all over. We'd go eat Chinese, and Cameron's just, and food's everywhere. It's kind of embarrassing, 2 high chairs and food all over the floor. Keelan would be, just as long as we kept him with a chicken leg and a biscuit, he was fine. But my other son just, then my wife at the time was feeding him. We had 2 cribs. We had 2 cribs like this together. And then Cameron's only 15 months older. So Cameron was learning Cameron would get out of, like one time we went in there and we had the newborn. I mean, we had cribs. At first, the cribs were like this across from each other. And then we looking for Cam. Cam's not in his crib. We look in there and he's holding the baby. You know, he went to sleep with his arm around his brother. And then we put them both in the bigger room. Keelan learned City learned how to get out. Fast break points killing them. What's rebounds? Where are the rebounds? Field goals. Okay, they shooting 50% from the Zags. Whoa, terrible percentage. 9 out of 24, but 3 out of 7 in 3 points. And they've only Suggs is the only 3-point shot, but the Zags ain't really known for that. Zags is known for getting, like, see, catching at the elbow, and he can work on people. There you go. The back cut. They ain't going to be able to stop that. They're not going to be able to stop that motion they run. That was a sweet play. Did you see where he came from? Oh, my goodness, that was sweet. I like his offense. I like his offense. I just don't see them letting this mid-major win at all. We have not had a mid-major win since, I think, the 60s. And I do not see them letting the mid-major win now. He traveled and they ain't call it. Yeah, that's right. You got all this time. Now shoot. Now shoot. Shoot. Somebody's got to shoot. That's a longer shot. Now that was manipulated at 355. That shot was out. Basket manipulation at 355. That shot was out. You see that shit? Whoa. That was a hell of a pick. That was a foul they didn't call. Block it. Oh, sweet. Who'd he go? Bailed him out there. That was a wild shot. But at 355, that was definitely a manipulated shot. Definitely 100% manipulated. Hey, Ismail, what's happening? I'm just watching the game. I broke down Godzilla versus King Kong. Now I'm just watching the first half. I'm going to cut it off when the half ends. So that's why the glasses, I can't see without them. I can't see, detail. Tell you what, ATT must have paid them a lot of money. We seeing the big boob chick from Ukraine quite often. She is very boobsy. That is why she works for AT&T. They try to put them plain shirts on her, but she is very thick. But she ain't American. She's a Russian chick. Oh, Suggs. Suggs got about 16. This is his game tonight. He is cooking. He is cooking on them. Wow, that was a terrible shot. But that's without manipulation. Look how terrible people shoot. See, again, a quick shot. Why? Why a quick shot? That makes no sense. When you up like this, makes no sense to shoot a quick shot. Run your offense. Run time off. That's a charge. Damn. Wow, they didn't call that at 2:48. They did not call that foul. That was a terrible pass. Still no, okay. 6 fouls, put him in the bonus. Watch this. That was a charge. That was absolutely a charge. He threw his shoulder into him. Oh, well, they didn't call it. That's one of the brothers. He's 6'10". Watch the game and get baked. Yeah, 355 definitely manipulated. Yeah, Jay, that song was manipulated. That shot was coming out. That was a layup. He stepped out of bounds. They ain't call it. Another back cut. Oh, he hooked him. They didn't call it. He hooked him. You see him hook him at 217? Oh, Tim hooked him. And they let him get away with it. He put that arm around him, got by him. That's a foul. That is a foul. Look how little they are underneath. Okay. Still 1-1. If he caught on the floor, still 1-1. This is their 7th foul. That's still 1-1. Watch him hook him. Watch him use his left arm. You see that? You see him hooking? Clear hook. Clear hook. That's a foul. They let him get away with it. Got by him. I was good at that. Like if a dude would hand check me, when I would get by him, I'd grab his hand. I used to get mad, but it's like dudes would hand check you when you play street ball or in the gym. The dude had his hand on me, I'd get by him, I'd grab his hand. I'd use his hand and push it off. And then I was really good. I copied this from Mark White. I could like go to the middle of everybody and I could push away people's hands and still dribble. Tim Reed was like that too. You go in the middle of everybody and you start, like as they reach, you just push their hand away. Then you cross over this way. Then you push their hand away. I mean, you got to do it really quick. But I learned that from Tim Reed, but so did Mark White. Mark White was really good. He played in Central Michigan. Matter of fact, there was a tape of him I wish we could do. He put it on. Mark was only 6'4". He put it on Weber and them Fab Five. They beat him by 2, and they was supposed to beat them by 15. Mark put it on them. He was killing them. Mark was probably the best baseline player. Him and Ricky Duvall was the best baseline players I ever played against. Just kill you on the baseline. But my favorite shot was that baseline shot. See, 1-on-1, didn't really run anything. And he missed. That was manipulated. At 129, they made his layup miss. His layup was going to go in. So 129, that's a missed shot. They made him miss. They pushed that one out. 20 seconds left. Anybody in foul trouble, I would have took him out. They got 20 seconds to get it. 1-on-1 again. 1-on-1 again. Okay. What are they running? 1-on-1, 1-on-1, 1-on-1. Okay, he made it. But still, you're not running nothing. Look how long it took him to score. Look how long it took him to score all that 1-on-1 shit. Run this all the way down. Run this all the way down. No need for a quick shot here. Definitely no need for a charge. Took him. See, he only 6'6". He took a 6'10" dude, but skinny 6'10". So he long, but he ain't here. Look at him. He done went 1-on-1 every time he got the ball. Look, all of them. They are not running anything. Yeah, that was a foul. They ain't call it. Over the back. They call pushing foul. That was sloppy. Are they in the bonus? Yep, that put them in the bonus. They are in the bonus. So we got 38 seconds left. What's up? Yeah, 3 foot definitely manipulated. Who you got taking? I'm taking the points. And what did I say? This game. Let me go back. Zags. I got Zags -9, and I'm going to over. I'm going over both games. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm giving up 7.5, and I'm taking the 7.5. I took the 7.5 and I took over on both of these games. I'm taking 9, Zag at 9. That's what I bet. Well, that's what I put on DraftKings. I got a couple other bets out there too. The AT&T girl says she isn't showing her body because of harassment and calling her body parts milkers. Wow, never heard that. Oh, she's thick. I mean, watch her and just dress her. She's thick. But again, she ain't American. That chick is from the Eastern Bloc. She's Ukrainian. And that's what they're trying to get you to like. Instead of liking the American girls, they want you to like the Russian girls because Russian girls are Jewish faith in most cases. That's what they like. Like Wonder Woman. She was Mossad. Y'all know that? Do y'all know Wonder Woman was Mossad? She was intelligent. She was Israeli intelligence. So here's a chick in Israeli intelligence. Now she's Wonder Woman. So who do you think she's representing? Who do you think Wonder Woman means to them? Super Jewish faith woman. Do not foul. Don't foul. This would be a stupid foul. Let him shoot. That was a stupid foul. He blocked it and they didn't call it. Ooh, he blocked it. He fouled him and they did not call it. That was dirty. That was dirty. He fouled him and they didn't call it. They're up by 19. I think they're sure to cover. But we saw the game the other night where it was 7 and they won by 6. They on some, they be on that bullshit. Hope the ref is okay though. Let's send energy for him. We never, I watched the player die. It was a player that played in the Lions, and I saw this on TV. But his name was Chuck Hansen. Damn, what is his name? Chuck Hansen, I think. And what dude did is dude was hurt, and dude was a speed. He was taking crystal meth, which is the speed pill, amphetamines. And they always try to say Dick Buckus killed him, but dude had took several amphetamines because he had been hurt, so he took them for energy, and he took too many, and actually OD'd on the field. So he caught a pass. Chuck Hughes, look up Chuck Hughes, and Chuck Hughes took a bunch of amphetamines, bunch of speed, crystal meth, and he OD'd. Technically, he OD'd. He ran a pass, caught the ball. Dick Buckus tackled him, and this guy was dead on the field because when they put him on the stretcher, he did the dead arm. And I remember doing a report on that in 5th grade. So that must have been 73, 74, somewhere like 5th grade. I was about 11. So 10 and 71. So that was 72. 5th grade, I had to be in 72. But he did the falling off the stretcher dead arm, and he died on the field. I saw a dude, when I played A&T, we had a homecoming game, and dude broke his neck, and they landed a helicopter on the field to get him. He was from Delaware. We was playing Delaware State, and the guy broke his neck, and they put a helicopter right on the field to take him off. Now, this Chad shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You got this old woman playing this young boy. Again, they from the Middle East, but you got this 39-year-old woman playing a 14-year-old boy. In what world is that okay? You dig? What world is that okay? That is like ridiculous of ridiculous. But it goes into the agenda. That's what's so funny, how ask Gail how she feels about Palestine children. She gives no fucks at all. No, that's the thing about the Palestinians, and the YouTube person, pay attention to this. They don't give a fuck about the Palestinians, but yet, what did they say? We got to make sure all the Palestinians take the plunge. Now, is that against the rules, YouTube person, my YouTube fan? Everybody has a YouTube fan. Like when I was doing my other channel back in 17, when I first started streaming in 17, as a matter of fact, I first started streaming in 16, but they erased all that shit. But the shit from my last channel being erased, I always had a YouTube fan. I would come on and be one person. But it's the YouTube person. There's a person assigned to you. Dude showed that yesterday. He was streaming. So every time I turn on, y'all might not get alerts. That YouTube person gets the alert. When I get on, he be waiting for me. The only person I can really say to come on first every time is Brother James Live. But the YouTube person be right with him. So thank you, Brother James, for always showing me the support. Drew Timmy. Yeah, that's Drew Timmy. That's clever. That is clever. I don't know if I really like the outfit Kenny Smith wearing. Now, black matches everything. Charles, this is what I don't get. Charles is 6'5", probably more like 6'4". He got to be close to 300 pounds, and he just looks sloppy in clothes. Clothes just don't fit him well. They just don't fit him well. And he always looks sloppy. Don't know if I really dig the Kenny look, with the polka dot black shirt with no tie. Don't know that really goes. Ernie always looks nice. Ernie is trade down. Oh, they showing the ref again. Okay, move. There we go. He's sitting up. Okay, they didn't show that earlier. On my broadcast, I didn't see that. Because I ran it back. They did not show that on my broadcast. I'm glad to see him up, though. Probably didn't eat enough. Hypoglycemic, fell out. That's good. That's good he's okay, though. That's why I gave him a hand. Right on. We don't want to see anybody hurt. He just went to work. That's all. Probably didn't eat enough, fell out. That's why, like, I love dancing and watching dancers, and I'm seeing dancers dance with masks and shit. It's like, what the fuck? How do you dance with mask? You got to have your shit here, you know, at least. But no, these girls was full cover. That can't be healthy. It can't be healthy exerting yourself. Like here, they make you wear a mask up to here. Can't be healthy for you. We're going to have a lot of injured people. Damn, I should have bet the half. Damn, should have bet the half. That's the cool thing now. But look at Kenny's outfit. No tie. I don't know if it works. And look how sloppy Charles shit look. Look how well that fits him. You see how it fits him? Now, the shoulder is a little big. Yeah, they got his shoulders big. It shouldn't be bunched up like that. You see? He didn't really get that fully tailored. He got that off the rack. See how his shoulders bunched up? He ain't get that made. Now, look at Ernie's shit. See how Ernie's shoulders ain't bunched up? But see, that ain't fitting him right. So he bought that on the rack, and they just tailored it probably in the waist instead of that. It doesn't look like he got any work up here. Now, at least look at Kenny and Charles. You see how you don't really see the bunch? And Ernie. So you can see their shit is completely tailored. And big as Charles is, he got to get it completely tailored. But Charles just looks sloppy in clothes. Look how sloppy he look. That shit looks nice as a suit, but just he's a sloppy looking dude. I like Kenny, and I like the fit. It's just, that's how you got to get it made. See, look how sweet that fits him. I don't know if the no tie works. I don't like the half collar. Don't know if that really works without a tie. But I see the difference that what he was trying to go with it. He was looking at the collar to highlight. That's what he was looking at. The little half collar was supposed to be the highlight. But can't really say it looks good on TV. And I remember when I was a senior in high school, I used to wear the Vietnam shirt, the Ho Chi Minh shirts. There was no collar and you buttoned them up here. But that's YBI shit, you know. YBI was like, have your shirts completely buttoned up. And like Nick Taylor said, you wear the campaign hats, but you wore your shirt buttoned up. That was straight YBI. When I went to college, motherfuckers was like, why are you buttoned like that? It was straight YBI shit. That's how the brothers in Detroit used to wear it. Have your shit, you know, buttoned up. Like you wear a polo shirt, you wore it buttoned up. Like when you went to Chicago, you didn't have it this way or this way. If you was neutral, you had to have it that way, or it's better not to have it. Used to get weed out of Gary. Used to hate that shit because all the male Rickens was in Gary, so you had to have it. What, the left? My left is here. Yeah, I was like, fuck, take these hats off. I mean, that shit was serious in Chicago. This and that was serious in Chicago. And they ain't really want to see you wearing it neutral because some dudes would be like barely like this. But that was a no-no. You just, I like tell my partners to help me load the weed, take these goddamn hats off. Take that shit off. Because that was real. It was worse than colors. It was worse than colors. Like even now, having my hat just slightly cocked, motherfucker would think, you know, I favor one or the other. So when we go get this weed, I'm like, just take these damn hats off. See how his shit fit him? It fit him good, but he just looks sloppy in it. Clothes don't fit him well. You see him in a polo shirt and pants, and and there's some dudes like that. Clothes just don't fit him well. They don't look smooth wearing clothes. And that's completely tailored. I like it. I like the cuts, but he just don't look good in clothes. I mean, that looks good. Really looks good. Oh, then he just threw a hand sign. Okay. Can't see if he got French cuffs or not. Don't look like it. I bet Ernie does. French cuffs is a motherfucker, guys. Especially you can get that diamonds in the cufflinks, have diamond cufflinks. That's pimping, and you really hardly anybody would notice, you know. And then, like, if you show cuff, that's another thing when you get your suit. How much cuff do you want to show? You know, do you want like French cuffs where you show a half inch of your cuff outside your suit, or you don't want it to show? I mean, that's an art motherfuckers ain't taught anymore. You know, do you just want a little bit of the cuff to show? Men don't teach that to children anymore. You know, that's a thing. And I grew up in an era where you could go to Jewtown in Chicago and motherfuckers mark you up. They take their papers out and they'll start marking you up and doing measurements on you. Come back and you got a completely tailor-made suit. My suits that I took to college where we played in the game, my shit look good. Our shit look good. And get the Florsheim's would be in the alley. You know, you get the Florsheim's. Like I wore wingtips too, not just gaiters, but wingtips. Them country dudes like them insurance man shit. No, baby, these is wingtips. These is Florsheim wingtips. Like country ass niggas, y'all just country. Ain't nothing y'all could tell me about dressing. We would play at cities like when we played in the Meadowlands up in New York. Shit, I took 3 suits, all tailor-made. Like the suit I wore to my high school prom, all completely tailor-made. And I had Florsheim boots that I wore, but all tailor-made clothes. That's what my father taught me. Get tailor-made clothes. That's a lost art today. I tell you who used to tailor clothes though is Burlington Factory. Burlington Factory, where my mom lives, they would tailor your clothes. You got to look for that shit. This just looks better. You know, those of you got to wear suits, you know, spend a little extra money, you know, get the shit tailor-made. Just looks better. If you got to present yourself like that. But even today, if I rarely get polo shirts. I won't wear them motherfuckers. But when I wear them, I still button them up. And that comes from YBI when I was 15, 16, 17. I still, that show, you know, motherfuckers see you wearing that shit. Hey, the one, what's happening? Yeah, that shit's fucked up, Charlie. I saw that, Charlie Murphy. I saw that. Yeah, but now it's like Super Sly showed. Now I'd have kicked his ass, motherfucker, using my name like that. I think Nas didn't like it, but what can he say? Yeah, he can't say anything. They gave him a Grammy, like Super Sly said. They gave the motherfucker a Grammy. Let's go, Gonzaga, -8. James got -8. I have -9, I think. Yeah, I'm getting 9. I gave up 9. So I would have liked that -8 though. Ain't necessary evil. Thank you for joining. I like that a little better, James. I wish I'd have bet with you. That's why you asking me to bet with people? Shit, you got the little better lick. Your lick is better than mine. I'm giving up 9. I think they're going to cover easy, though. But you see Houston Gonzaga, they didn't cover. They did not cover. So they got people. Then the other game is supposed to come on at 9:57. Yeah, see right there, 67-61. That's only 6. I think they gave up 7. But the Baylor covered. Damn, I should have took the half score. I didn't even think about that. Yesterday when I made the bet, I should have took the half score. You can bet, you know, the in-game betting is like those of you that play fantasy basketball and fantasy football, that's in-game betting. Is nothing but fantasy shit. It's the same thing. You can apply the same thing to fantasy to in-game betting. I don't know. That little collar just don't work for me that Kenny got on. I understand the pattern because it's got like the black patterns deep in the purple, but I don't know. The little collar just doesn't look good on him. Should have wore a tie. Bad choice to me. When everybody else got ties and your shit ain't, you know, really killing them, you know, that ain't killing them. You're gonna be different. Where now here's Lily. Look at Lily. Lily's thick, guys. They put a jacket on her. They put a jacket on her to cover her boobs up, but you're still sitting there. You can still see she's got very big boobs. But you see how they put a jacket on her to try to cover her up? She's a sexy chick. I mean, you know, fuck hating on a sexy chick. That's just hate. But she's a Ukrainian, guys, which means she's Jewish faith. Who's writing me on this motherfucker? Who's all these weird motherfuckers? I'm a bad motherfucker on Facebook. I got 5,000 plus friends. Oh shit, you look good, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. It'd be some weirdos on Facebook too, though. Mom's heartbeat broken and shit. Hey, Nicole B, what's happening? Yeah, but that little Nas shit was some bullshit. They have those green passes for the Jewish faith in Israel. Nobody escapes clean. There you go. Yeah, necessary evil. I think I said what's happening. They had the Air Maxes. Yeah, they say Nike's suing them though. They say Nike is suing them. But thank you for joining, Nicole. Yeah, they say Nike is, and Jeffrey said, read the book Survival of the Wisest. That sounds sweet. But yeah, Nike is supposedly suing them and stopping them from selling anymore and any profits they made. So I think it was publicity stunt. I still think it's publicity stunt. Because anybody can get a pair of shoes made and they ain't stopping them. Because when I moved to Minnesota in 06, them Africans was making them Nikes, and that shit looked like empties. I know some of these local stores was selling them motherfuckers too. Because I remember I spent a couple $100 for my son and myself, and I don't know. I still to this day wondered about them motherfuckers. Was they real? These shoes were so good that a motherfucker ran into the store. I mean, ran a truck into the store and stole a wall full of shoes. That's how good they used to be. Now, you ain't doing that if the shoes ain't good. The knockoffs when I moved here in 06 were good. Now, I bought a pair of 4s. They was fucked up. You couldn't hoop in them. The bottom was too plasticky. They messed up there. But that was my shoe. But as far as durability, I cut grass in them shoes for probably 10 years. And they held up, never broke down. You couldn't hoop in them because it was the wrong bottom. They had no traction. That's where they made a mistake. They tried to copy the traction. They made a mistake. But durability-wise, I mean, cutting grass in a pair of shoes for 10 years, and they never broke down. Finally threw them away after 10 years, but they was a 3 or 4s. They was just as spongy. This meth head bitch. I don't know. She used to always say this nigga was her man, but she went to Florida. They all went to Florida, so it must be her man. I don't know why he want that nasty bitch. But to each his own. To each his own. And I know he ain't got a car. He always renting cars, and her daddy owned a car dealership. This chick went through 4 cars last year. In 4 cars she crashed and totaled. The last one before they gave her this one, she tore the transmission up. And it was a 14 or 15 or 16. They gave her the little ugly Buick truck, the small Buick truck, the little ugly one. She driving one of them. And she tore that one up. She fucked up the back suspension or something. She tore it up. Yeah, see, here's that 24 for the commercial. That is, I think he's a pro player on the More Power for Me Powerade. I think that's the pro player. That is the native dude. And so I think the 24, that's why they put the 24. I think it's that native dude that plays pro, though. So I don't know, even know if y'all see the same commercials. Kenny's wife ranked him for some money. Oh, Kenny ain't divorced. His wife was on The Price is Right. Did you know that, Charlie? Kenny's wife was on The Price is Right. The Marty McFly shoes still going for $20K. Oh, are they? Because there's copies of them now. I've seen some copies, but they still that expensive, huh? That's interesting. There we go. Put some light on me, baby. Put some light on me. And the Lord said, let there be light. I talk shit a mile a minute. Damn, if I pay 20 racks for a goddamn pair of shoes, fuck that. Even collectors. Now that's the thing about, Jordans is, they become collector shoes too. So I love this stupid wipeout shit. See dumb motherfuckers get fucked up. My daughter sit there, we'll just crack up on this stupid shit. But that shows you people will do anything to be on TV. TikTok show you don't even get 15 minutes of fame anymore. You get 3 or 4 minutes of fame. Like this shit. You get on one of these game shows like this, You may get 2 minutes of fame, and you still might have to pay the piper. Because I believe in every game show, you got to be in the Actors Guild. Now, I could be wrong, but I think you still do. Maybe somebody can update me on that if you still got to be in the Screen Actors Guild. But, you know, for 2 minutes of fame, your ass be on that line of sacrifice. Like Dean Martin. Y'all remember Dean Martin? He sang, oh shit, what did Dean Martin? He was one of the Rat Pack. But you know, his son ran a jet into a side of a mountain. His son was a Air National Guard. Dean Martin Jr., I think was his name. He flew a jet into the side of a mountain. Think that was accident? Here's he go. Oops, there goes another rubber plant. Oops, there goes another rubber plant. That's one of Dean Martin's favorites, his famous songs. Can't think of nothing else. Zippy Did Do and some shit. He had a song, but Rubber Plant. Oops, there goes another rubber plant. That's the only thing I can really remember. But yeah, his son flew a jet into a hill. You think that's normal? Dude who's trained, a dude that could eject from a plane. Why he running into a side of a mountain? Oh, Suggs got 13. Oh, Timmy got 24. Crispert got 9. Crispert and Suggs is rebounding their ass off, and Suggs got 5 assists. Look at it, all of them got assists. Now, this is stupid as shit. They got Dana Jacobson. She another Michigan alum. Why she got a mask on? Why has she got a mask on? This tells you the psyop. When you see her talking with a mask on, ain't nobody around her. Why would she wear a mask when nobody's around her? It's a psyop. So person that's watching me for YouTube, you got to admit it's a psyop. There's no reason for that reporter to reporting with a mask other than it's a psyop. Other than showing you I'm controlled too, even though I'm on TV. That's what the mask means. I'm controlled too, even though I'm on TV. You got all these players. You got 10 players and 3 refs without mask. Why the rest of the people got masks? That makes no sense. Is that against the YouTube regulation, Mr. YouTube man watching? Look on your paper and say, here the YouTube man looking like. No, there's nothing against talking about the mask. He like when they took my channel down, he's like, oh, he talked too much about what his doctor did with the plunge. Oh, erased 3,000 videos. That's what happened. That's how they're able to do it. So, you know, what happened is I started talking about something, and the YouTube person, this job is to watch me. He's like this. He's calling in. Hey, guess what? He's talking blah, 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 blah. And they was like, kill his channel right now. Kill his channel. But you know what? The Russians saved all my shit. And TalkShoe saved my shit. You got me for a couple weeks. That's it. Couple weeks. That's it. 2 weeks. But the Russians saved all my shit. Cost me a little money to get my shit back, but the Russians saved my shit, YouTube guy. So you tell Google, the Russians got all the videos. Yeah, you got to pay a little bit, but you can get all your shit back from them. So you tell your guys that, Mr. YouTube watching guy. My feelings ain't hurt. I am going to have to go get something to eat, though. I'm getting a little hungry. Still no call. Okay, good board. But still no foul. He got fouled and they didn't call it. Suggs again. Okay, that's right. What's the hurry? There's no hurry. There's no hurry to shoot. You still got 19 seconds. That's not a good shot. What'd they call? Oh, they called a foul on number 2. Number 2 is littler than him. Now, here's a prime example. I have some Asian neighbors. Ain't nobody fuck with them. I got some Hmong neighbors. She babysits, some girl babysits her Hmong friend. And then this girl lives in the building over there. Ain't nobody messing with them. Nobody messes with the Hmong here. There's too many of them. And, you know, they only drive Hondas, Kias, Camrys. They are very faithful to the Asian cars. I've talked about this before. There's a used car lot in the hood on the north side. He won't sell to brothers and sisters. He only sells to the Hmong or Vietnamese. And a lot of times Vietnamese and Hmong don't like each other. We don't have any Mountain Yard people here. That was a foul they didn't call. Yeah, we don't have Mountain Yard or Burma people here. I know. Oh, good play. I know in Michigan they got people from Burma, but Mountain Yards look like black folks. So do people from Burma. They look like black folks. That's an ugly dude with his hair dyed. He hates himself. He didn't take any steps, any dribbles. Flushed it. Don't know if I like the Fu Manchu. He flushed it. All right, guys, I am going to sit and make me something to eat. This has been the Chocolate Mountain Sports Show. Check me out tomorrow night. We will have the Chocolate Mountain normal show tomorrow night. I will come on around midnight. So as always stay funky, Mr. YouTube man. Yeah, they sent them home in the White Horse. Biden German Shepherd bit someone. Damn. People kill me in these group Zoom calls, nearly make it. Anything goes. Yep. Best Jordans are the 8s. No, the best Jordans are the 12s or 14s. The one with the diamond toes. Them was the best by far. By far. And I hated when that diamond started tearing off the shoe a little bit. Then the one with the hologram, maybe them is 13s. That was a pretty good shoe too. But I think it's the 14s was my favorite. I hated when I had to give them up. And then I told the story before. Nike has a thing. If your shoe fucks up, you send them to Nike and they'll send you a new pair if the shoe fucks up. And they sent me the 15s, was ugly with them spats on it. Oh, they ain't never redoing that ugly shoe. That shoe was this. Matter of fact, when they sent it to me, they wasn't out. But it was like where the air zoom was just nothing. You didn't want to have a spat on the shoe when you hoop, but it was just an ugly torpedo-looking shoe. Yes, they'll never remake them. I think it was the 15s. But they sent it to me before the 15s even came out. I was hoping to get a pair that I sent in. Just send me another pair. They sent me the next year one. So, but you like the 8s. Yeah, I think it's the 14s was my favorite one to hoop in. Again, when, Mark was hooping back in the 90s, Nike and Reebok was going hand in hand. Reebok or Adidas wasn't spongy. Like the Hex stuff, the Hex Soft of the Reeboks was nice. The Shaq Reeboks was real nice. I loved hooping in them. I preferred that Shaq Reebok compared to when the Iverson Answers came out. The Shaq Reebok was way better. And I think the best one was the patent leather 4s of Reebok. I love those too. Told the story before. I paid my man and he gave them to my cousin before we played in the Macro. And I remember my cousin was like, I know you wanted the box because that was a thing. You kept the boxes and shit. So he brought me the box. But I had paid somebody else. I think they was going to they was at the outlet or something. I don't remember how they got them, but I had to pay my man that I refed with. And then my cousin was on the team with me in the Gus Macker. And that's all the 3-on-3 shit that Ice Cube did. He just copied the Gus Macker. Gus Macker was everywhere. I don't know if any of y'all played the guy. I still got a Gus Macker trophy. I bought it from the secondhand store, like a Goodwill store, because I lost all my trophies, which fucking dust collectors, that's all they do. The love me trophies. Like my football trophies, I only had 2 my whole career. But basketball, I must have had 50 basketball trophies. That was one thing when I played semi-pro in Michigan. I got trophies almost every time I played. Like we'd have all-star games, you get a trophy. Best player on the team, you'd get a trophy. It's just funny. Remember, I gave my man a ride, and he was like, man, I'm happy to see you. He was the dude that ran the league. He's like, I had a trophy for you. I'm like, what? I gave him a ride. I saw him walking like, Tommy, come on, get in the car. He's like, cool, I'm going home, and I got a trophy for you. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, you was the best player on the team, so you got a trophy. And so he gave me a trophy. Just for picking, it wasn't for picking him up, but he had a trophy for me. I always thought that was funny. And that was a different pro league that was an early semi-pro league I was in. I remember people was talking about it was an ace league. And then when they finished the park, it was another league that the trophies was marked. But we always got trophies hooping. Like if you win a tournament, gave everybody trophies. Sometime I remember we all got clocks. We won a money tournament. We got money and everybody got these trophy clocks. Got this big ass clock for winning the tournament. And we got money. Like some tournaments we'd have to put up $10,000. And we would pay people on the amount they put in. Because I tell them, if I put in all 10, y'all ain't getting shit. I might give you $100, so everybody got to put in. And people thought I was playing. I did that one time, and I gave everybody $100, and I kept the rest of it. If you don't pay, you do not get into winning money. Shit, it was what? We won 20-some thousand, and I only paid, and I gave a little more. I'm capping. I gave them a little more, but I didn't give them much as I got. I got my 10 back. I got my 10 back, and I think I paid everybody about $5,000. I think I walked out of there with $15,000 after I paid everybody because I only had 7 or 8 people. But I told them, you don't pay, you're not getting the full amount. And that only makes sense. That don't make sense. You don't put nothing up, and then you think you're going to get some money just because you hoop. We was men by then. Everybody had to put in. But say you put in 200 and you won 400. You doubled your money. So they wasn't mad at me. But I remember that. I got $15,000, so I won 5, but I paid everybody, paid $5,000 out. Shit, I would have to put in hotels. I brought a team here from Michigan to Minneapolis. I got to put in everything. I had to pay for them to get here. I had to pay for them to put in hotels. Some of them begging me, talking about they didn't have any money for food, so I had to do all that. But, that's how I was into it. That's what you call a manager. I was the manager. I can't see shit without glasses on. Now, I had guys where, everybody put in money. We would lose a game. They would put us in the loser's bracket, so you got to pay an extra game. And I remember I had a super team, and we lost to these ex-Michigan State players, Hollywood and Bethea. Hollywood hit a money shot, but Bethea beat us, and I had a good team. And the next day to play, everybody didn't show up. I only had 4 people show up. So that was just money wasted. We played 1 game, and because we lost, nobody came the next day. We had like 2 games the next day. So that was just money, money wasted. And we had the best team. They beat us, but we would have beat them again. Because I had everybody from Kalamazoo. But at some point, you get tired of babysitting men. Let me see where we at. Aqua, blue, and purple, and the black 8s. I like the Concords, too. The Concords was fun. Like the 12s, with the different colorways. They had the black toe and the blue toe, and then some people would hoop with both, would be, different color ones. Oh, manipulated shot at 15-18. They made it go out. 15-18, they made the shot go out. Well, guys, I'm definitely going to go. I'm a little hungry. I ain't ate shit hardly. So thank you for the support. Hey, YouTube dude, do you thumbs up or thumbs down the show? Since you got the power to kill the show, do you thumbs up me? Because I imagine, it's got to be a YouTube dude that's human. So how do you look at it? Like, do you look at it as, you like some of the information? I imagine if they're paying you 60 to 100,000, guess you wouldn't give a fuck about information. It's like your information is the bread. And I imagine like they probably hire psychopaths, I would guess, because psychopaths never have compassion. That would make sense to hire psychopaths. People without compassion. Suggs did a turnover that looked on purpose. He did a turnover that looked on purpose. What they call here? Oh, they call a foul to bail him out, to keep the ball. I don't know why they showed that shit again. Well, till we meet again, guys.